It is June 22nd, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A marvelous Monday. It's overcast in the city of Toronto, but apparently the rain is not sticking around. So my vacation will remain intact. Jeremy Lambert is here. He also remains intact, despite a weekend in which you did plenty. How you doing, pal? Happy Father's Day. We didn't say it to you. Well, we said it to each other, but now I can say it on the air. Happy Father's to you yesterday.
Happy Father's Day to you as well, Joel. Yes, we did wish each other Happy Father's Day in our group chat. Sometimes we act friendly in our group chat when I'm not yelling at you.
I think we were more just directing it to SB3 and not to each other.
True. I did say gents because that was my British slang for SB3.
Yeah, there you go.
Even though he's not in Britain anymore. But yes, I did call everybody gents. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Happy belated, I guess. Am I extra quiet this morning? Is my voice low? Is my mic low?
It seems okay.
Okay.
I think maybe just because you're getting into it, starting it out.
I'm trying to find my voice, as they say.
I hear you. I've been trying to find my voice for plenty of years. I'm not gonna age myself. For those who already know, it's okay.
I say most people know how old you are.
It's fair. Listen, pushing 40. Screw you. It's not you.
Same.
In general. It wasn't you specifically. The people.
Is what it is he name.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
But
more important, how was your Father's Day?
It was good. What did we do? We went for ice cream. That was good. Went for a nice skate with some kids, which was good. Just hung out. Did a little bit of work. I gotta always do some work, but mainly just hung out with the lovely wife and the children, which you can't really complain about that. How about you?
Mine was pretty good. Saturday obviously was not Father's Day, but you were talking about free ice cream. The local farmers market was doing a free ice cream morning for the kids, so we went and let the kid have some ice cream, and then we went yesterday to my in-laws. They invited us at the last minute to go and do a thing, so that was a lot of fun. And we spent a good amount of time hanging out with the family this weekend.
I did go see the Toy Story 5 on Friday.
How was it?
Unnecessary.
Okay.
I won't spoil anything for people out there, I don't want to put spoilers out there for movies and such that people have not seen. It wasn't bad or anything. Like, it's not like I walked away and just like, man, that movie sucked. It wasn't bad, but by the end of it, I was just like, did we really need this? It didn't feel like it. The first three, I know a lot of people were upset that 2 even got made and then 3 even got made, but the first 3 all served a purpose to me. The fourth one, I was like, okay, but I could see how it tied together with everything else. This one just felt like, hey, let's introduce technology. That's not a spoiler, because everyone knows that's
all over. Yeah, it's all over the advertising.
Yeah. It was like, let's introduce technology and throw that in there. It just felt like they could have done something different with it. It feels like we're getting a 6th one though.
Of course you are. We talked about this on Friday.
I know, but we talked about it on Friday. But that's before I knew how 5 ended.
Right.
But after seeing 5, I honestly think a 6th one is necessary. That's how unnecessary 5 was.
It was to open the gates to do the next set of trilogy.
Yeah. 5 was so unnecessary that it feels like you need a 6th one to make 5 necessary.
It's so that you go back and reference 5, and then you go back to watch 6 again. They're 4Ding chess this whole thing. They're gonna make you go back, watch 5 again, probably in a re-release in theaters, and then when they release 6, it'll be like, come and watch 5 and then 6 in this double feature, especially presented by Disney. And you're like, all right, fine. Toy Story Returns and Avengers Doomsday.
I hope they don't do a 7th one. That would,
They will.
I mean, they probably. I don't put anything past these people. They all just want their money and whatnot. So Zach, happy anniversary, Zach. Zach saying he saw Disclosure Day featuring Lance Archer and Brian Cage. So we went to the drive-in theater, and one side has the Toy Story, and then the other side it was playing Disclosure Day. So we just all you gotta do is like turn around and watch the other one if you want. You don't have audio for it unless you put it on the channel. Like you kind of get a 2-for-1 feature if you really want to. But we did turn around, and before Toy Story started, Disclosure Day had already started, and we turned around and watched Disclosure Day, and it's the opening scene is with Brian Cage and Lance Archer, and the wife was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Brian Cage and Lance Archer in this movie. It's Disclosure Day. They're in the opening scene. I have no idea what this movie is about, but I just know they are in it and they're in the opening." So I did see that scene from Disclosure Day. I do know that they have that scene in it. No idea what the rest of the movie is about because then we were watching Toy Story.
It was about their ascension to the top of the card in AEW. The Disclosure.
So it's still going.
It's still going. It'll be a few years, but we're gonna get there. and Chavo Guerrero is there because he has one more left in the tank.
Yeah, I didn't see the scene with Chavo Guerrero, so I don't know how that like fully went.
Chavo's become like the wrestling guy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's a really cool niche that he's dug for himself. Like he started with WoW, and he's just kind of blossomed that into anyone who's doing any sort of wrestling stunt related work in Hollywood. Like, call me. I'll be the most accurate depictor of wrestling on your whatever you're filming. It's pretty cool.
Okay, Chavo was the ref, so I guess I did see that scene. I just didn't notice him because, I mean, the screen was a little further away, so I couldn't quite tell what was going on. I just knew it was Brian Cage and Lance Archer because I knew they were in that opening scene. But okay, Chavo was the ref. I just didn't notice him in the scene. So I guess I did see Chavo's scene.
You saw it, you just didn't clock it.
Yeah. Again, I wasn't paying like full attention. I just knew that Brian Cage and Lance Archer were in the opening. Zach said it was a blink and you miss it moment, not impactful to the movie. Okay.
The perfect referee, not impactful to it at all. That's what you're supposed to be as a referee, not flashy, not overshowing. You're supposed to just be there to get the cues and move the match forward and count the 3.
Yeah. Zach wishing me a happy anniversary as well. I texted my friend Sam at like midnight last night. I was like, happy anniversary. And I told the wife about it. I was like, it's mine and Sammer's anniversary today. And she just gives me a funny like, what, huh? And he's like, oh, right.
International marriage laws don't apply.
It's sad. It's sad. So he's asking me how I feel about Wiggins to the Hawks. Yeah, the Thunder traded Aaron Wiggins to the Hawks. The biggest trade that happened yesterday across any sport. Joel, sorry.
I was going to get to the other one.
I thought that was, I'll say it in a second, but real quickly on Wiggins to the Hawks. It's sad because like I knew we were going to lose some of these guys. I'm fully prepared to lose Wiggins, which has already happened, Isaiah Joe, and Lou Dort. Like I'm fully prepared to lose all 3 of them. I hope we keep Hartenstein, but we're obviously gonna have to lose players to get under the second apron, cut the luxury tax bill, and make way for 1 or possibly 2 draft picks tomorrow. It still sucks though that like pieces of the championship team are now being traded. 2 seconds, okay. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more, but we're not in a great position. Everyone knows we got to make some trades here to duck the tax and everything. So it's not too surprising. Like we didn't have to attach any draft picks, which is nice. It still sucks. I think he's going to kill it in Atlanta though. I hope he kills it in Atlanta anyway. Like I hope he does well. Like he saved basketball. So shout out Aaron Wiggins. And his speech will be after we won the championship. Like his speech is going to be forever in Thunder history. So yeah, Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. Unfortunately, he will be saving basketball in Atlanta and not Oklahoma City anymore. So Joel, your team made a pretty big trade yesterday. I thought it was fake at first. So I saw it from an account that like I didn't I hadn't heard of. It was like NHL rumor report or something, and you never know how that stuff goes.
Sure.
So I was like, NHL rumor report saying it wasn't the report. They tagged Elliot Friedman, so they gave Elliot Friedman credit. I don't even know if he broke it, but they gave Elliot Friedman credit. But I was like, is this real? And yeah, Brady Tkachuk of the Senators to the Florida Panthers. Of course, the Tkachuk brothers are going to be playing in Florida. They got a seemingly pretty good haul though. 2 first-round picks this year, a couple future first-round picks, and a second. That's pretty good. So how do you feel about this trade?
So I got it from Bruce Garriock, who works for the Sun in Ottawa.
Yeah, he covers the Suns. Yeah, I'm familiar.
And he also is the most lookalike Bruce Boudreau reporter you'll ever see. And one time they did an interview together side by side, and I was like, there it is. Just the uncanny resemblance. Perfect. Anyway, Bruce was how I found out about it, which is how I usually follow stuff with Sense trades and other just Sense stuff because he's always there. It felt right because honestly, he's been, as others have called it, a distraction to the team, given his political leanings, given play not being as strong as it could be, and he didn't even want to really.
He hated Ottawa.
Yeah, he didn't want to commit. I love the city. I love this. I love that. But everything is such a distraction. I'm like, what do you mean everything's such a distraction? Either you're committed or you're not. Like, just it always felt like he was talking around the fact that he wasn't going to stay. And then they sat him down, and this was, I think, the reporting was back in April in New Jersey, and Staios and others were just like, you're leaving. And Brady was probably like, great, get me the F out of here. So it's so frustrating looking at the Sens wanting to potentially do a big reset and being like, you guys, you keep getting to the playoffs. You don't really, you back into a playoff spot most of the years, but I don't know what they expect out of this. In terms of like their long-term future, I don't know if they're really putting a lot of work into leveraging the trades that they're getting out of this, or leveraging the draft picks that they're getting out of this, or if they're hoping to really pick up somebody in free agency that maybe was unexpected, but it's a blockbuster trade because it is one of the guys that you built your franchise around for the last few years, but it clearly wasn't working anymore. He'd gone by the wayside.
I mean, they got the 9th overall pick in this draft. They got a late first-round pick as well, and then they got a couple of future first-round picks. Apparently, they're talking about trading some of these picks to possibly get Jason Robertson from the Dallas Stars, because the Stars are kind of in a little bit of a cap crunch with everything. So, I feel like if that happens, that's not a bad deal for them if that's the direction they want to go in, or they could just, use these draft picks. But I don't think they want to like fully go rebuild. It seems like they want to go retool more than rebuild. So, and I think it's a good pick or a good trade though. Like getting the 9th overall pick seems pretty good. I'm not as familiar with the NHL draft as I am the NBA draft, especially this season. I'm very honed in covering basketball for Roundtable. Now I'm very locked in on the NBA draft more this year than I have been in past years. So it seems like a good pick to get the 9th overall pick in the draft. And yeah, he didn't want to be there. He more or less admitted that. So to get what they got, and apparently he had a 4-team no trade clause, and he only wanted to go to like Florida, Minnesota, Vegas, and Carolina. Like, yeah, wow. Really, you're really trying to. You really want to compete going to those teams. I mean, he does, but it's like, wow, you want to go to the 2 teams that were just in the Cup final, Minnesota, where they just got Luke Hughes, or not Luke Hughes, Quinn Hughes. So Luke Hughes is the one that sucks. Quinn Hughes, Jack Hughes is the other good one. Yeah, they got Quinn Hughes, and then you want to go play with your brother, and who just won the last 2 Stanley Cups before this past year. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you're literally trying to go to 4 of the last 4 Stanley Cup champions in Minnesota.
It's like, what's funny to me is more that, like, if he goes to join his brother on the Panthers are kind of on a downswing themselves right now. So
I mean, yes.
I'm not saying they're destined to the basement. I'm just saying they didn't have a blockbuster season, and I don't know if this is.
Well, that's because Matthew was hurt most of the year, though.
Well, that's it, though. If you're having injury-prone players, then or injury troubles, then it could be just another season for them.
Well, yeah, and that's why I do like the bet for the draft pick in like 2030. I think they got the first round pick, and I think that's top 10 protected in 2030. So it might not be quite as good, but I do like that bet because the bottom could like easily fall out of that team and by 2030, and it's like, oh, that's looking like a good pick. Now the fact that they protected it top 10 is a good time for Florida, but I do like that. But yeah, Michigan head coach Dusty May is going to be the new head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. I'm not mad at that. He did well with Michigan. I mean, they just won the national championship. He did really well with Michigan. Mavericks got a high draft pick this year. They might end up taking one of their Michigan guys because 3 of them might go in the lottery. But Florida, I still think they're going to be good next year. Like, it was just, they had a lot of injuries this past season, and it's tough when you have that. They're going to be good again, at least this upcoming season with Brady in the mix, because he's going to be more slotted better in Florida. He's not a superstar player. He's really good, but he's not like a franchise player. Matthew's more of a franchise player, but now they'll be together, and they're going to terrorize some teams.
They think they're going to be the Sedines.
I mean, in some ways, they probably do think that, honestly.
Yeah, time will tell. Again, the feeling in Ottawa is mostly like, yeah, all right, see ya, bye. But also, what's going to happen next season? What are we going to pick up? Who are we going to pick up? Are we going to actually do well as a Sens franchise in 2017?
And they got $25 million in cap space.
Yeah,
right.
No, they freed some cap. They freed a good amount of cap space. So there is a possibility if they want to go in on somebody young that you can start building around, or if you want to just, I don't know, again, leverage those draft picks.
Yeah.
They got time. I mean, we're early into the off season.
I'd say it's not technically into the off season at all, but it is. I usually think the off season for me always starts like at the draft, which I know, again, technically that's not the case because trades happen before the draft, as we've seen, but I always just look at the draft as like the official start of the offseason.
Well, July 1st. That's the date you want.
That's the free agency start, but the draft is before that, though.
I know what I'm saying. The free agency is when you want to start looking at who you're going to pick up if there's availability.
Well, yeah, because that's when free agents are.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's. I think we're saying this. We're saying similar things. It's either going to be that the draft is going to be a big deal for the Sens, or they're going to try to leverage things for get money for free agency.
No, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we're far enough into this show. I don't know why you haven't done this yet. So leave a thumbs up, okay? If you haven't, we'll give you some fireworks. We always bring fireworks just for you. And while you're here, I should say, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Why haven't you? Again. We bring you pyro. We bring you thumbs up. We bring you rain sometimes. We bring you pleasure and joy, all in the same. What you decide that means, that's up to you. Subscribe to the channel. You'll find out more. There's more than just us 5 days a week, and SP3 as well, because he does this show. He's doing the rest of this week, in fact.
Yeah, Joel's running from the grind.
Joel's going on vacation, baby. Joel's getting out of here.
Running from the grind, exactly.
Mental health, Joel is taking over, and he is getting it on. So
running from the grind.
Enjoy SP3 and Jeremy. I'm here today. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll get there. Okay. And you can donate a super chat any amount, get your question or your statement read on the air. C. Delgado starts us off saying, went with a friend who was a casual to House of Glory on Friday. We had so much fun. His first indie and he loved it. Sorry, Joel, Ricky Sosa's too good for TNA. Oh, I never said he wasn't. I think a lot of talent, they're too good for TNA. I think Ricky Sosa's in the perfect place right now to develop a TV style that gets him over for whatever his next stop is on his wrestling journey. But right now, I think Ricky Sosa is the perfect fit for TNA, but it's not a long-term stay, in my opinion. Glad you enjoyed House of Glory, though. I hear they're always a lot of fun. Shout out to our own Cresta Star. She had sent me a message on Friday afternoon that I didn't see until like dinner time, being like, Joel, I'm doing commentary. I thought I was doing this one thing, but they are doing commentary for the whole show. And I was like, is she doing House of Glory commentary? And then I found out later it was for a different product that was going on in Brooklyn. But shout out to Cresta. She did a great job. I got a chance to watch some of the performance, and she had a good time. And I hope that she continues to do it. So shout out to her, and shout out to you, Delgado, for having fun at House of Glory.
Yeah, House of Glory always seems like a good time. They always invite me to shows.
Time to go, baby.
Yeah, I have a semi-decent relationship with the promoter, and if you're ever in town, just hit me up, let me know. I'm like, well, I'm never in New York, but if you guys are ever in Ohio, let me know, and I will be there. So I do want to go out to a House of Glory show. It's just they're in New York, and I'm never in New York. At some point, might make my way there. But if they are in Ohio, then I will definitely go to a show. I'm going to Paulcade this weekend. We got a Paulcade heavy week with guests as well. I'm sure Sean will show up at some point this week. Our pal Steve is supposed to join us tomorrow, and Chad French, the promoter, is supposed to join us on Wednesday. So Paulcade week here. Good cause with everything. Yes.
Please go donate if you have the means. Go check it out. It's all over Sean's socials. It's all over if you just search Paulcade. We'll also have a link tomorrow and on Wednesday for where you can donate and where you can give more to the cause of Paulcade. So go check them out. Ricky has 9 more months left in TNA, which is like 2 tapings after Views.
True.
Oh man. Since we're on TNA real quick.
Well, real quickly, I have a poll question.
Oh, yes, please.
I rarely have poll questions nowadays. At least it feels like it's been a while, but I do have one today.
Let's go. Oh no, the laughing makes me scared.
Who should win King of the Ring? Everybody.
This your warning shot.
You were so proud of yourself before you put it out.
Yeah. I thought, I was like, oh, you should win King of the Ring. Like, Jey, I know everybody's going to vote for, except for, people who want to be contrarian, and they're just going to vote for Jey. But I'm like, oh, wait. I can do this your warning shot, pal.
You know what I almost did? If I had only known which episode was the last King of the Ring where Jey was potentially going to win. And I had a thumbnail from that one, and it was King Yeet or something like that. And I had done it, and I was like, I could just pull that up and reuse it. But
yeah, that was like last week's episode.
No. I'm talking like a year ago. I've got. Oh, I almost want to go and like search through it, but
we literally did this thumbnail like last week, though.
No, we did a different one. The one from last week. I have all of them. I can just show you what I have.
Okay, the one last week was very similar.
The one last week was similar but different. Where's that? That was What Are We Doing? And it's the Usos looking at the crown.
Okay.
You should see him in the crown. But yes, if I go backwards, shoot, I switched computers in April. So now
I don't remember Jey Uso being in the King of the Ring last year, but I'll take your word for it.
It was. If it wasn't last year, then it was 2 years ago. But is it? No, it's not that one. I have to go into my other.
That's fine.
My other thing for that. But either way, I've got all the old thumbnails. And to make a long story short, there is an old Jey Uso King of the Ring teaser, and he didn't obviously win that way. But get excited, baby! It's just King Uce, day 1-ish.
I'm telling you, there is I've said this for a couple of weeks now. There's a very real possibility that he wins this match on Saturday, and he faces Cody Rhodes, and he beats Cody Rhodes, and SummerSlam ends with Roman and Jey holding up the titles.
Oh, you promise?
There's a better than 0% chance that this happens, which means there's a chance that this happens.
Oh, I love this. I've got to find this thing, man.
It's not that big of a deal, Joel.
I know.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay, hold on. It is this episode. It's called King of the Yeet from May 15th, 2024.
All right.
So we do
2 years ago.
Yeah, there you go. I can't I can't bring up I can just show you on my I'll share the screen so people can see it. But Here it is. There it is, right there. King of the Yeet in that corner right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's wearing the crown too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
All right.
Could have used that one, but I didn't.
Clown. This was my whole theory. Is Brock costs Oba the match, and it turns out that Heyman is working with Roman, and Roman gets his wise man back. And yeah, SummerSlam ends with Jey Uso and Roman standing tall and holding up the championships. Like that's what I've been saying for a couple of weeks now, and people think I'm insane or think it's dumb, which fair on both accounts, but it's a better than zero chance.
Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes, night 1 or 2? Night 2. No,
Jay, that's night one.
That's night 1.
Roman's closing that damn show.
It's true. I was like, wait a minute, there's Roman. It's the idea. Oh man, it's the idea that like that would be the main event. That's the last match that goes on night 1. It's just hilarious to me because there are so many other matches you could put there. To me, that's like a first hour ESPN match because Cody just can't get a main event to save his life these days. Are they? Hold on. Is the triple threat? Have they announced? Is that the first hour ESPN match, or they haven't announced those yet?
I don't think they've announced those matches yet.
Okay, I'm guessing the U.S. women's title match, the Tiffy and Jade match. I assume that's going to be one of the first hour matches.
Yeah, probably.
And then maybe the women's Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, they'll probably put one of the ring matches on in the first hour just to
put them both. Just show you have absolutely no interest in people paying for the service.
You want to talk about TNA right fast? Sorry, I got us completely off track.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so maybe some saw it, maybe some didn't. Our pal Axe, Blake Avignon, had posted. This was on Saturday. This is I'll read it verbatim, and we'll get into what everyone talked about afterwards, whether you were animal or person. Sources: Anthem's Len Asper has set a $30 million floor for a potential sale of TNA, with his preferred price in the $40 to $50 million range. The premium reflects toxic debt on Anthem's books that any buyer would be expected to absorb. No deal is imminent, but the number is out there. Part of what underpins that price, TNA's TV deal with AMC, includes guaranteed money now, plus option years that could raise its value down the line. AMC also holds first right of refusal on TNA's next media rights negotiation. That right of first refusal is the wrinkle. A buyer isn't just pricing TNA wrestling. They're pricing a television deal that they don't fully control going forward, and Asper's guaranteed AMC revenue alone gets him most of the way to his floor. Worth the history. In 2024, a group led by Scott D'Amore offered roughly $10 million, including the assumption of TNA's debts, valuing the company between $7 and $12 million, respectively. Anthem rejected it outright with no counteroffer. Whether that gap is real growth, AMC international deals, additional sponsor revenue, or Asper betting the market has changed more than it has is the question. And we'll find out when someone actually bids. So that was a post from Blake, and there was some pushback, including the idea that WWE is most likely not interested given the amount of debt they would have to accrue for this, and that there's just as many, including myself and others across media have mentioned, there is nothing to buy other than a tape library and a couple of contracts that are not super relevant here. So yeah, that kind of puts to bed the TKO stuff once again, but there is presumably a sale number that could be met, but you have to be willing to spend $30 million at least, and also deal with an AMC deal that you have no control over. Oh, and accrue a lot of debt.
I don't know if they'll get that number. Maybe that's the number that's being put out there of like, we're just putting that out there because we actually have no intention to sell. So we're just going to high market when we don't actually want to sell. Blake, I know you think he's accurate on these things. I'll take your word for that. I'm not fully familiar with Blake's track record. I think he's been accurate on some side. It's not like he reports a ton of stuff, though.
He's got a pretty good look from a business standpoint of a lot of these companies, and a lot of like a lot of the sports watching stuff that the Saudis have done, he's talked a lot about that, and of course the stuff going on with boxing and Zuffa and what's the other one? The other one that's going the other boxing one that's just recently popped up. Oh my god.
I only know Zuffa.
I know. Anyway, he's talked a lot about like just the way sports have been moving, especially with the Saudis' involvement and the goods and the bads of it, and how it's kind of forced. It's in a very dirty way, in an underhanded way, forced some additional competitive, I don't know, competitivity. Even people are more competitive, so is that. And just to attack on the additionally, this was from Max as well. Multiple WWE sources indicate that the toxic debt on Anthem's books is the primary reason WWE isn't viewed as a buyer for TNA. WWE already has the TV reach, the audience, and talent pipeline TNA would offer. Taking on that debt plus TV deal with AMC that WWE wouldn't fully control makes an acquisition far less attractive and simply poaching talent and licensing the library outright. So again, just an addition to the WWE side of things.
Yeah, I don't think WWE was ever really a buyer because of reasons we talked about in the past, which was I don't think they want to be looked at as, oh, we're trying to monopolize the business. And then we bought, because they already went through that, and now they bought the number 2 promotion in the world, so that's going to look like they're monopolizing the business, and it has no real value to WWE. It has a tape library, but they don't have a home for their tape library at this point. They just put everything on YouTube. Like, okay, like I'm sure they're making money off YouTube, but again, there's no real value in buying that, because they're not putting stuff on Peacock. They don't have the network, whatever it might be. Any contract they want, they just wait for it to come up, and then they sign whoever they want. They don't need it's not like WCW, when WCW had the TV deal, and then they didn't have the TV deal, and that's why the Bischoff deal fell through. But they don't need this Impact show on Thursday. They got shows almost every day of the week. They get TV whenever they want to do TV. They don't need to add another 2 hours to their thing. And then, yeah, the debt on top of that, because they're still paying off the UFC debt with everything. I know it's not WWE specifically, but it is TKO. So WWE never made sense as a buyer to me anyway. AEW makes more sense as a buyer, because at least Tony with that tape library would do something with it, especially now with my AEW. Like,
soon to my AEW.
Tony will at least do something with that tape library. I don't think Tony has any interest in like running another. He should give me the pencil. I don't think he has any interest in like running another 2-hour show or anything like that. But 50 million, like, that's, or 30 million.
30 million floor. Preferred price 40 to 50 million.
Yeah. No,
there's nothing there. So, by the way, one thing that this actually did reveal to me was something that I probably should have looked at in the first place. Remember when they went to Brampton last year, and I was like, why is TNA going to Brampton? So Brampton is like a suburb. I've talked about this. The suburb of Toronto.
I don't listen when you talk.
Fair. You did now, though, because you cut me off. So the suburb of Toronto near Mississauga, it's Brampton. I guess it's its own city. I don't care. Regardless, they didn't come to Toronto anymore. Now they're going to Brampton. I was like, why are they going to Brampton? Like, did somebody pay a site fee? And then I realized, no, Len Asper owns the team that runs that arena. So that's why they keep going to Brampton, and they're going back for another live Impact at the end of August. I was like, did they do that well? No, it's because it's cheap and or free for them to do it in Brampton rather than come to Toronto, where maybe Scott D'Amore had a good deal with Rebel Nightclub. Rebel's a piece of shit venue. I don't like it, but wow. It looked good. Like, it looked good on TV. People like the spiral lighting that they did and the 3 screens. Like, it had an aesthetic, but like, you're looking around stripper poles at a club trying to watch wrestling. So like, it's going there was kind of, yeah. And also it's hard to get to. Not that this venue in Brampton is super duper easy, but at least it's off of a highway.
That's
and
the name of their pay-per-view. Hard to get to.
It's true. Hard to find, easy to watch. But regardless, there's no There's nothing at TNA that's worth buying. And this is why I keep going back to like, it's going to just be a group of venture capitalists who see WWE, don't know about wrestling, and we're like, cool, we can do this. This is a new pet project for us. And we're like, if it happens, it'll just be like, all right, good luck. It's going to be like the last 3 owners. I had people when I, quote tweeted this, and I was like, Axe has had some good reporting before about this. I had a couple people reach out and be like, isn't this the guy that said that the TNA AEW or TNA WWE NXT partnership was dead? I was like, no, he didn't say it was dead. He said what I said, that they were going to be pulling back once the AMC deal starts because there's going to be no use for them. And there was something about a 90-day clause that gets triggered based on the AMC deal starting and whether or not WWE like is a part of this. Regardless, he was spot on with that too, because guess who's not on TNA TV anymore? Exactly.
Nobody important.
No, period. Nobody from WWE appears on those shows anymore.
Yeah.
So he's been more accurate than not when it comes to a lot of this stuff. And people within TNA who resemble or have the names of certain animals, not named bear, because I just realized there is a bear. Moose basically got on his socials and just went hard at Blake and was trying to discredit him. And meanwhile, Blake's whole reaction was just like, all right, crack open the books, let him see it. And it's hard to believe that Moose has access to the financials of TNA and Anthem and all that. And Moose did what Moose did. Moose is going to ride for his brand, and that's okay. He's paid by them to ride for that brand. So he went
a lot of
Big dick rider.
this weekend for various causes where you didn't need to be a
Big dick rider.
on things.
I saw that apparently there was like street team discourse, and
that was stupid.
Yeah, someone tried to tag me when it came up, and I was just like, yeah, this is something.
Why'd they tag you?
It's someone who's like regularly, either replying to me or tweeting me, like not someone who's disrespectful. No, this person was fine. They tweeted me. I was like, yeah, this is something that they normally do. Like they want street team. That's a perfectly normal pro wrestling thing. Like there are tons of people that they want to paper for a show or like flyer for a show, things like that. I've said on my post shows, if you have empty spaces where you've sold tickets and the people aren't there, you should be using the street team as seat fillers. You should be using them, like giving them an incentive to come to the shows, pass out these flyers, blah, 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 and we'll give you free tickets to the event and we'll put you in a reasonably nice area of the show, whether you're hard cam or front row, whatever it is, because these people are the ones who are going to ride for your brand. So why not build on that? So I think that the street team was totally fine.
The street team discourse was dumb as hell because they've been doing this for years. I see that post like every single month from TNA. That was like nothing new. And I know people saw like, oh, well, it's poor timing to release people and then be like, hey, come help us out with the street team. I'm like, when do you want them to do it? Like that's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing. That was, the street team discourse was stupid. I shouldn't say every company, but the majority of companies. There was a time
when AEW had something of a street team. Like they were trying to get the word out. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Every single indie that you go to watch in your hometown, they've got a street team, whether it's like advertised or not, it's out there. So your local sports teams, they all have it because that's the way you get the word out. It's more organic and grassroots than any other option where you pay for ads on Facebook. They already do that at TNA.
Yeah, that was a dumb promotion for Lockdown. Like he said, the unlike the Bears were in Chicago. Tweet that. Like why? I don't feel like you're being genuine to your audience when you do something like that. Like you're going to Chicago, which cool, but I don't think the Chicago audience like wants to hear that and be like, oh yeah, unlike the Bears, because it's not like the Bears. I mean, like the players and stuff, that's who the fans are attached to, the players and the team. But like they don't care about the ownership and stuff. Every fan hates the owner. So all it does is you're just making it worse when you're like, unlike the Bears, we want to be here. Like I think Caleb Williams wants to be in Chicago. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's come out and be like, fuck Chicago. I'm glad we're moving. But it seems very... It seems dumb to just even put that out there of, unlike the Bears, we're going to be here. We won't abandon you like the Bears did. It's like, And people are legitimately, rightfully upset that like the Bears are moving. I don't even know how far they're moving. I haven't kept up with it too much, but that they're moving at all, that they're not technically in Chicago anymore. So maybe don't with that, it just seems, again, it just seems like a shoot yourself in the foot type of thing of like, why do this? What are you accomplishing with this? There's a lot of shooting in the foot this weekend with a lot of people.
Yep. Join the street team and we'll let you book a match. Here's the thing.
I'll join the street team.
I've also mentioned this about like if you're bringing in talent to do any sort of backstage stuff with TNA, and they're probably building the ring, like do a seminar, do something, like make it worth their while, because that was another thing that I was talking about. Oh, for extras, that's what it was. Scour the wrestling schools, give tickets to new learning whatever wrestlers who are learning, and give them a seminar. Do something, for a couple of hours where they can learn from the wrestlers. Do something, and then have them on the show. Not on the show. Have them at the show to sit in the stands and like be a fan. Like you can do shit like that, but they can't think outside of the box. They got to talk about how the Bears don't want to be in Chicago, and then hope that buy lockdown tickets. And it's like, oh, we don't even know if your company's going to be around after this weekend. So let's just start with.
They're going to just die this weekend.
Listen, they went dark for a month after Bound for Glory last year. We don't know what the hell.
That's true.
They may have given us an entire rest of the year calendar for when they're going to tape. That doesn't mean shit anymore. I mean, even WWE will name a bunch of dates and then 3 weeks later be like, actually, we're going to move this to 2027, and now it's a SmackDown surprise. Like that happens.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they're not taping for a while. I assume they're taping something, but
oh yeah, they're out right away.
Slammiversary. What do they got? Like 2,000 tickets sold.
If that, it's under 2,000. They just announced.
Really?
They just announced Elijah versus AJ Francis, and that's a story of a match.
It's been built, yeah.
It's been built entertainingly, and like I'm not against it. I know other people who are, but like I saw it as two different things. It's like the winner of that match should be going after the world title, whoever has it immediately. Like those two guys, Elijah and AJ, are two of your top guys who should be in title hunts, but. I don't know what they're going to do. By the way, SP3 are going to be on True Heel Heat this afternoon at 1:00 doing a Slammiversary preview.
Seems bad.
Well, he locked me down, speaking of lockdown, to this big deal with True Heel Heat. I can only do the TNA pay-per-view previews on True Heel Heat. Nowhere else. That's it.
Should have refused that deal.
I know. Dolph Ziggler versus Elias for the world title. Hey man, that was a big deal in 2023.
You should have so this is from PW Insider. With the departure of Tommy Dreamer, Vice President of TV Production Eric Tompkins will be working hand in hand with Delirious on creative. One person described it as they will be co-heads of creative, but that wasn't 100% confirmed. There's been buzz about others being brought onto the team, making the rounds within TNA, but nothing has been put into place in that regard.
Tompkins has done some incredible work collaboratively. The AJ Francis stuff, he did the behind the music stuff. He did that with AJ, so he and his team did that. The Steve Macklin hotel stuff when he was feuding with Eric Young, that was also Eric. So Eric's very creative and Eric's very good at this.
It's Borash.
He is almost like Borash in that regard. He is one of those guys who is not a wrestler, doesn't come from that wrestling world, but came in and has completely taken to it. I don't know what he's like from a creative storyline wrestling standpoint. I'm willing to take a look. I'm willing to see it because again, he's created some pretty cool content so far.
The funniest thing last week. So Sami Callahan was on that other show.
Oh, God bless. Yes.
This interview was amazing, by the way, because we're going to get called like dorks and stuff if this clip leaves our little sphere here. But Callahan was on and he's like, yeah, TNA Creative needed to shake up. The build to Slammiversary has sucked. I thought I was going to get in that position and everything. And Bully Ray just like backs down from everything Callahan is saying. Like he's like, I agree. It needed to shake it. I was like, dude, he even said, he's like, I want to get on these shows and be excited about the shows, and for the most part, when we talk about TNA, I'm just like, oh, this stuff happened on the show. I was like, way to steal our bit. Like this stuff just happened. I want to say about. I was like, don't you do a show every week with the dude who's been running creative for the past? Did you never say this to him?
He wasn't allowed to.
Not once did you say, like, hey man, I don't know that this isn't going well. And then the funniest part, which I didn't really transcribe because it was like kind of tough to transcribe, but I felt like you had to listen to it. I did write something about the whole, like, it's the same 10 people getting the same 10 jobs quote. That quote got a little bit of traction, but the whole part of the bully was like, in my day, you had to take it from my generation, and we weren't just gonna let you have these kind of things. And Callahan's like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like, why won't you like work hand in hand and try to uplift the next year? And Bully's like, I agree. I agree. It should be that way, Sammy. I was like, do you agree with this? Because I don't know if you actually do. Bully apparently saying he can beat up Jon Moxley or some shit now. Like, I saw that going around today. No, Bully Ray. He's saying he could like beat up Jon Moxley.
Sure, I'd love to see the fucking jiu-jitsu guy. Oh, please. I wouldn't pay for it because that's what Bully wants out of this. You know what? I would pay if it's a winner take all purse. That's what I would pay. So that Bully could walk out with nothing but bruises and a sore ass ego.
I listened to this interview and like Bully like backing down to everything Callahan was saying was so funny. I was like, man, what? Huh? I don't know, Bully. I've never met the man. Again, he'd probably call me some virgin loser, lives in my mom's basement, internet dork, and everything. I've always praised him as an interviewer. I do think he's a good interviewer, but this was a hilarious interview. I thought Sammy came off very well, mind you. Like, considering he just lost his job like 2 days after this interview, I thought he came off very well.
The way that he talked about walking into that meeting and trying to like put up for himself and trying to defend why he shouldn't be fired and why he should have kept it around. Like, I couldn't tell you what's true, what's not. I'm not in those rooms, obviously, but if that is what happened and Sammy's trying to play it off as if again, Tommy Dreamer spent last Tuesday crying and being like, we're not in a relationship, we amicably parted ways. No, he got fired. But again, I don't know what happened when it comes to...
And Joel loves to remind people that Tommy Dreamer got fired.
I will remind people once again. My point really being that like wrestlers will go into business for themselves to save face. And that is something that, to each their own, they can do that. And so I'm not going to say Sammy definitely did that, but I will say if that story is accurate to the experience and what happened, then great. He should, because he was deserving of an opportunity that he wasn't offered, and no one's offered anything. No one's guaranteed anything, but it does suck that he wasn't at least given a shot to try. And for that, I hope he proves a lot of people wrong.
I agree.
Thanks, Bully Jer. And King of the North mentioning, 2 platforms in wrestling media who have shows with people on it who are or were part of TNA, and 0 questions got asked. So I will say this. He said TNA creative. Lance Storm being, okay, so Busted Open being one of them. Lance being a co-host on Observer Live being the other. So Lance is a producer. If you watch Observer, Lance is, he's very diplomatic in his answers. You'll never get anything behind the scenes with him. He will tell you his experience producing matches or what he likes or doesn't like about a certain talent, but he'll never give you gossip. He's just not that guy in front of the camera on the show. So I'm not gonna give Brian any shit for that, because I think that Lance goes in there in good faith, not only for Observer but also for his TNA job, and just he plays the veteran who happens to work at TNA more than he does the TNA insider.
Okay. I don't listen to the
I agree.
shows. I don't know.
I agree. All you got to say.
That shit was hilarious. Well, and then the other stuff this weekend with I didn't get too far into it with Tommy, but there was a lot that happened this weekend. I wish, and this goes for anything, this is not specific to Tommy Dreamer. I wish people can understand that different people have different interactions and experiences with others.
Yep.
Okay?
I can only speak to my experiences with Tommy. They've been fine, but I've also never worked with him in a professional capacity. So I can't tell you what he's like to me in that world either.
I think dismissing like other people's experiences and interactions by being like, well, every interaction I had was fantastic with this person, so I don't think they could ever do something like this. Again, this is a far more extreme example. It's the Vince thing all over again, though, right? Because
Vince
all right,
touched me inappropriately.
yeah,
That was the thing.
It was. It's like, okay, Vince was a father figure to you and he took care of you and all of this stuff. That's great. That doesn't mean he didn't do some abhorrent shit to some other people. Like, you have to recognize that. And some people do a very good job of recognizing that, of like, I had a good experience with him, but if other people had a bad experience with him, I can't condone that. And other people are just like, well, he didn't do this to me. There's no way he could do this. He must be the greatest person ever because he treated me nicely. It's like, no. Like,
that's not how it works.
Yeah. And don't quote tweet someone's negative experience with, you must not have known him like I knew him. Probably not, honestly.
Yeah. We're not in the business like you are. We're not 20 years of being in the same company as you. I mean, there are times when we put up for somebody when we know that they're just being completely mistreated in a way. And we can say, no, that person is not like this. If people will ever take a shot at Denise, for example, we both know Denise enough, having met her and spent time with her and interacted with her outside of being on air with her, to know that like she is not the person that someone else is trying to disparage, because she just isn't that person. However, there's no however, period, end of sentence. What happened there was, others coming to Tommy's defense is it's understandable, admirable, but stupid, because now you're trying to downplay someone else's experience. You are more than welcome to say, I know others have said this about Tommy and they've had negative experiences, blah, blah, blah. I can tell you from my experience that he and I have always gotten along, blah, blah, blah. And there is a way to frame it where it's not you attacking the other person's experience. And that continues to be the ongoing issue when it comes to people trying to take sides. It's not about, this guy versus that guy. If there is an egregious allegation against the person, then there's a deeper conversation. In this case, it is negative work interactions and negative interactions versus positive ones. And it's not about framing it one against the other. It's just yours and theirs.
I think too many people, and maybe I catch some flack for this, I think too many people want to be public about too many things. Yeah. And they think that, I'm not going to use an example, but wrestler X sees Tommy getting dunked on and they're like, oh, well, I'm going to stick up for Tommy to show that, like, I'm a friend or what. Like, you can just message that person privately and just be like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm sorry all this is going on. You always treated me great. If you want to talk, if you need anything, like let me know. I think that's okay. I know there's the science, silence is compliance. And I think that's true to an extent of major topics that don't involve professional wrestling idiocy. But in professional wrestling idiocy, I think it's okay to just be silent. Like, it's okay to just message somebody privately and talk to them there. And try to check in on them there. You don't have to be loud and be like, look at me, I'm supporting this person. I'm proving that I'm a great friend by supporting this person. I mean, I can say this, like, there's been a lot of stuff that has gone on in the wrestling idiocy scope of things involving Joel just a few weeks ago.
What are you talking about? I'm completely and utterly unknown in this.
I mean, I made a public show of that because I was trying to dunk on you as well. I was being a dick towards you, so
This is why I'm going on vacation, by the way.
Fair.
You asshole.
Fair. But look, Sean gets a lot of shit, right? Like Sean gets a whole lot of stuff that's not true and everything. And I don't feel the need to, every time Sean gets some shit, which is a lot, but like, well, Sean would never do this. He's always treated me well. I don't know how Sean treats other people. I don't think Sean's a bad person or anything. I don't think he does any of the stuff that he's accused of when it comes to this kind of stuff. But Sean can also be a jerk online to certain people who deserve it, and that's fine. But when some stuff goes down, I message Sean and text him, be like, hey, you good? Like, everything all good? And usually it's like, yeah, these dorks, like, what are you going to do? I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel the need to just jump online and just defend Sean when some shit happens, because I don't know on these things. I don't think it's true, but because most of these people are trolls and whatnot, they're not real people half the time. But to my point of this is you don't need to jump online, especially if there are real people saying this shit, and they're not just a bunch of online trolls. And that's part of the reason why I don't find it. It's like, dude, these people are not real. Like, these people don't actually exist, so why am I going to acknowledge any of this public bullshit when it doesn't actually exist? Just shut the fuck up.
I think
it's okay.
I think my favorite was when going back to the sale thing, was somebody had replied to my tweet about Axe, being like, yeah, he's been pretty on with a lot of this stuff, and his reply was, they aren't being sold. Any amount of research other than trust me, bro, would tell you that. Y'all need to stop being bad actors and let TNA grow a bit. Goddamn. To which I replied, quote, let TNA grow a bit. My guy, stop talking like this company isn't 24 years old and still unable to sort its shit out after all this time. Like, what are you talking about? Let them grow. They have had, and then I kind of doubled down. I was like, this company has also been through more hands in its time than any other major promotion in modern. Yes, well, they are great. Any other time in modern professional wrestling history, this company has been through more hands. And someone was like, it's just the Jarretts, the Carters, and now Anthem. That's not that many. I'm like, well, it's two more than the others. I can tell you that much. So what are we talking about? They have not been useful. Again, I talk about the quarter. It hasn't been useful. There has been no useful owner of TNA wrestling.
Oh, useful. Wait. Now you're being harsh.
What? The Carters?
No, it's not like useful or whatever.
There's been no fruitful owner of TNA wrestling in its 24 years.
Why are you being a jerk to TNA, Joel?
The up-and-coming new promotion number 2. Again, bit themselves in the ass by letting
them grow is honestly hilarious, though.
Let them grow made me cackle. They had a chance to grow. They grew in 24. They grew exponentially 2017 till 2024, and then they went back to TNA. They saw even more growth, and then they were like, fuck Scott D'Amore, he's out of here. And again, feel how you would about Scott. Some people think he's the savior. Some people think he's the devil. I think he's somewhere in between. I think he did a lot of good things for TNA, and he had brought a lot of eyes to TNA that hadn't been around in a long time, and he made TNA a much bigger success, but I wouldn't call it a financial success, because I still don't know, despite people telling you, oh, it's profitable. Don't ask questions. It's profitable. I prove it. Regardless, I haven't seen anyone do that since Scott left. And there's no one that proves to me that they could either. There's no one out there. It's like I said, nobody values TNA as anything other than this cockroach brand, and rebranding it so many times is only going to work so well. Somebody
said earlier, I think it was Ryan. I apologize if it wasn't you, Ryan. But I apologize to the person who it was if it wasn't Ryan, because I'm about to put over this idea. They said that Tony needs to buy it and then do ROH versus TNA. Really do it, since it was a thing back when both companies, in the early 2000s and everything. While I think the way WWE booked the WCW invasion, just put all of their talent over, was absolutely stupid, it would pop me so much. Okay, it was Ryan. It would pop me so much if like Samoa Joe just pins all these TNA dudes. It's like, stack the Hardys, Moose, the System, Nemeth, all of them. Just Joe alone. That's all. That's the only person representing ROH. And they just treat ROH like WWE treated, or they treat TNA like WWE treated WCW, but it's just Joe taking them all out.
Tony Khan walks into a room backstage and starts saying, AJ Francis, you're fired.
It would just pop me so much if they just treated TNA like it was WCW. Like, yeah, you guys try to turn Samoa Joe into his fucking warrior with a face paint tattoo and all. Like, we ain't forgetting that. Joe's beating all your top guys, stacking all these bodies around here. Just Joe and Daniels. That's it.
Jeff Jarrett comes back. And they think he's with
TNA. Hell yeah. Yeah, Jeff's representing ROH, brother.
Yeah, he swerves and joins Ring of Honor. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Jeff's going on the winning side.
Oh, can't believe it. And it's
Jeff
gonna
Jarrett ain't never lost.
And it coincides with Dark Side of the Ring, season 28, the death of TNA.
Jeff Jarrett anniversary of being the deathmatch chainsaw champion coming up here.
Oh, when is
Pretty soon.
Is it July or August?
I'm pretty sure it's July. I don't remember the exact date, but
Somebody
I'm pretty sure.
Kylie. Kylie would like to know this.
Oh, I'm gonna do my yearly article. I've done this article like
3 years.
Whenever he won it. Oh no, it's August 16th. Sorry, I was wrong. I thought it was July. All right, August 16th is when he won it. So yeah, this will be my 3rd year doing the Jeff Jarrett holding this title for 3 years now. Rules.
I'm so excited for Honor No More to come back. It's going to work this time, guys. It's going to work this time. Anyway, catch TNA Slammiversary this Sunday at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., because they got a pre-show at 3 on, I don't know where they're airing. TNA Plus?
The pre-show?
No, the TNA, where Slammiversary, where they're airing it. Is it Triller? Is it on Plus?
I assume the TNA Plus.
Oh, is AMC going to have it?
AMC Plus?
Yeah.
No.
No?
They don't do pay-per-view like that. I don't think AMC Plus does any of that stuff.
Where the fuck are they going to? Where is this going to be?
It's going to be on TNA Plus.
That's it?
I assume so. Where else would it be?
Hope I can order it on Triller.
Well.
Oh, no, that's in.
No, it's not on Triller. No, I already checked.
Ruh-roh. How am I going to watch this show?
TNA Plus, Joel.
Yeah. Let me put it like this. Triller was great because they gave us codes to watch these shows for free. Now.
Well, you can watch it for free.
Yeah, well, I eventually will, but it's not going to be the same. It's so upsetting.
Why is it not going to be the same?
Oh, because it's not going to be it's going to be for free, but it's still going to cost us.
How's it going to cost us?
Do you think I have TNA Plus?
There are websites where you can watch wrestling, Joel.
I can't when I'm covering the show, and it goes down every few minutes.
Oh, well, your feed must suck. It never goes down for me.
If it's only on TNA Plus, that's just another.
You're like covering the show by taking notes. No one cares about the TNA notes. You're like 5 people are going to watch that post show. Forbidden Door is going to be on.
First of all, I'll let you know that my last week's post show did better numbers than it's in a while. Why wouldn't you have TNA Plus? If you want the serious answer, it's because I watch everything on Sportsnet Plus, which I have included with my mother's TV package. So I don't pay for it. Take notes, Mark. Screw you. Kazarian ass comments. I don't. I'll figure it out. I don't have to pay for it either way. Like I get reimbursed anyway, but it's fudge.
Why are you complaining?
I just don't want to watch on TNA Plus. It's a terrible platform. It is. It's a shitty platform.
I'll take your word for it. I don't have TNA Plus.
I had it, and I don't want to. The only reason.
Yeah, I remember you had. Well, I don't remember that you had it, but I remember I was like, "What's your TNA Plus login?" He's like, "I don't have it." Yeah, I was like, "Why?"
Well, then I was like, "Hey, if you
You're
just
the TNA guy,
if you just use this code every single time you log in, it's free."
Yeah, just do that.
There's no code because it's a pay-per-view.
They'll probably give you a code because it's a pay-per-view because they're like, shit, we need somebody to watch this show.
I'm hoping that they give like a TNA Slam 25 or 26 or
Yeah,
something.
they'll get desperate enough this
will.
week to do it.
Yeah, the Sportsnet deal is perfect because they air the show at 8 p.m. Eastern, whereas if you watch it on TNA Plus, regardless of where you are in the world, it's at 9. So I'd rather watch it on Sportsnet where I can get an hour earlier. If I can watch it on YouTube, I will watch it on YouTube, but I don't know if they're going to have it on their YouTube channel. They're not advertising it for it.
Coward.
I got to check real quick before we do the rest. I mean, it's not listed, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. I'll find out by Sunday where I'm going to watch the show. My last ditch effort is TNA Plus. Use the code.
You can watch wrestling if you need to.
You can. You can. I don't have that luxury for this show.
How do you not have that luxury?
Because if you pause or need to go backwards, you can't.
Oh, why do you need to pause or go backwards?
Well, if I need to pause, it's because I had to go take care of something in my house.
Nah.
And if I need to go backwards, it's
you can miss it. It's okay.
Can you buy it on traditional cable? That's funny that you think I have that. I'll figure it out. The code is Joel's TNA. No, thank you.
Joel's TNA.
No, unless I get some money out of that, that'd be great. Call your boy Carlos. Oof. Oof. I don't know if he's my boy. I can tell you that much.
Hey, Cuck Man, can I get a TNA code?
He let it slip on Boots to Boots, so I can say it. Macklin is part of the Maple Leaf Pro tapings that happened, so he will be.
No, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
I thought that was already announced.
If it wasn't already announced, he tipped it off on the show, and he was like, "Oh, spoilers, may not have been able to say that, but I did." And they left it in the recording, so either they did announce it and I didn't catch it, or now you know. So stop being responsible. Well, it's kind of my job, so I got to do it.
Nah.
Watch it on your phone while you take a dump.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I mean, listen, let's not pretend like I haven't just taken my wireless headphones, walked away from the room for 20 minutes. Do what? I don't know. And then come back while still hearing everything I needed to hear. You think I need to watch promos? Nah, fuck that. Code LOLTNA is what I'm still waiting for, by the way.
Yeah, that's still a real thing, right?
I mean, every day is LOLTNA.
Yeah.
Ask Macklin for his TNA login on.
That would actually be hilarious.
I'm sure he would kayfabe me, but I'm sure the answer is we had to pay, bro.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Absolutely made them pay. Maybe they got like a discounted rate of like 3%, which is coincidentally the amount they would have gotten paid out of the TNA Plus. Oh, anyway, what do we have to talk about? Raw's on at 2:00 this afternoon. Thank God.
Yeah, that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. My what do you call it? Oh, is it? Okay. Our daycare is finally doing their end of the year.
Cares about your daycare.
Well, I mean, my kid's starting kindergarten in the fall, so you got that.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right? Scary. Kindergarten here starts at 4. Don't forget that.
Okay.
The age of 4, because I think in the U.S. it starts at 5.
I have no idea.
Fair. That's what happens when you have 12 kids. You can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember anything.
I understand.
Yeah.
What do you want to start with? You want to start with Collision or you want to start with SmackDown?
I didn't watch either of these shows, so I don't care.
Stop it. You watch something.
I saw Toy Story on Friday, and I don't remember what I was doing on Saturday.
Yes.
When was Saturday?
The 20th?
Oh, I don't remember what I was doing on Saturday.
Anyway, SmackDown opened up with the...
Let's talk about Collision first. It was a better show.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, people, I don't know, save the best for last. I don't know.
No, I want to bury stuff last. The best, I want to just like, all right, yep, good show. The AAA show was good.
Yes, Perros del Mal are back, baby.
Yeah, that was a hot angle, and the triple threat match with the Phoenix, Laredo, and Lindsay, right? That was a really good match.
Does this mean that Natty is Perros adjacent?
I guess technically.
And does that mean that the American Cream, Busty Rhodes, is Perros del Mal adjacent?
Ooh.
Is she gonna be joining AAA? With that gimmick? She should.
I was gonna call her the border wall, but I don't know if that works. I feel like it does.
Jesus. That's the border wall, brother.
It's the border wall, brother.
Oh.
Right? It can work.
It can work. I think that made me laugh because I've been up since 5:30 this morning, so I'm done.
It was also funny. You can give me credit that it was actually funny.
No, you don't listen to me. I don't pay attention to your jokes. JPPL pulling the wall. Anyway, yes, hot angle from Triple. They sold out the Vegas show. The Vegas first night AAA is sold out.
That's not surprising.
There's only like 1,600 seats, but like they sold out, and there's still months to go until the event. So pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, AAA is pretty hot right now, and everyone was wondering how they're going to follow up the mask versus mask match. Like, what do they have in store? And Paradomal was the big angle that they had, and good on them.
Mark, they got best wrestler, best booker, and
best booker. Yeah. Now they got a hot faction, heel faction that Americano's gonna have to deal with on his way to Dominic in September, because they got some stuff to fill between now and September. So this will be a good way to continue to heat up. Continue to heat up in Marcano. Not that like he needs any more heating up at this point, but yeah, it's good stuff by AAA.
Did I say 16,000 seats for that show? Or did I say 1,600? Because it's 1,600.
I mean, I know what you said, but
yes, if I said one, I meant to be 1,600. Anyway. Just saw in our staff chat.
I told you he said that.
I know he said it. I was just waiting for that to be sent to you.
I don't know why I'm not running that shit. Like, one, I can't listen to it, but
okay, I did say 1,600. Okay, we're not wrong. Yeah,
I knew what you meant though. I didn't think you meant 16,000.
No, I wasn't sure. Like 16,000 is you're booking T-Mobile, but no, this was they're booking. They're at the Luxor, the HyperX arena. So that's going to be fun for them. I think they knew that they needed to be fair with their expectations for AAA. Like, they know that in Mexico it's going to do fine, but coming across to the States can be dicey, especially Vegas, where you just ran WrestleMania. It's like, will you get the same amount of interest? But clearly they have, because they've sold out for that show, which is nuts.
So here's the Bully Ray quote for everybody.
Oh dear.
The Death Riders have not helped AEW in any way, shape, or form. The Death Riders are Jon Moxley playing out his pro wrestling fantasies because he's got Tony Khan's ear, because he wants to be Terry Funk. I would kick the shit out of Jon Moxley. I'd beat the living shit out of him. Fraud. In fairness to Bully, this is a written quote. I don't know if he was joking, laughing while saying this. No idea. He could have been, just completely, it could have been completely tongue-in-cheek and everything, but like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Is he just like trying to like start shit to like get a feud or something, to like try to get it?
Typically
like,
what I
expect. Working.
Yeah, it's Bully trying to work himself into a match. This is why I'm saying this is when Moxley should come out and be like, I will beat the shit out of you, winner take all purse. And that be it. That's the only way that I'd be even willing to pay for this. Bully gets nothing, and Mox just walks away with a smile on his face, being like, shouldn't have talked shit.
Like, Moxley legitimately like trains.
Yep.
Like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Bully trains with a burger. I get it.
Like, Moxley legitimately like trains this stuff. And I know people are like dunking on him of like, oh man, he got beat in some jiu-jitsu tournament by a Dunkin' Donuts worker or something. It's like, well, yeah, that dude also trains in jiu-jitsu. That doesn't mean that like Jon Moxley can't easily tap out 95% of the population, because I'm sure that number is even higher, because he couldn't tap out, one of the 5% who's just better than him at this.
Has Mox ever done Busted Open?
Probably, because they used to have AEW talent like fairly regularly. So like, back in the day. So like, he was probably on it at some point. You can't search Jon Moxley Busted Open, because you won't get any type of radio hits. You'll just get a bunch of pictures of this man bleeding. So
I'm glad that you knew I was talking about it.
Yeah. So, but I'm sure he was on it like way back when. I have no recollection of it, but I'm sure he was.
I don't see any. Like I looked up more, but there's nothing here. I don't think he's ever done Busted Open.
I mean, maybe.
I know that Mox also doesn't really do a lot of that.
Yeah, he mainly does like local hits in Ohio. Like that's like anytime they're coming to like Cincinnati, he'll do those hits. He doesn't do like a ton of major outlet type hits.
Allegedly, he did it in June 2025.
Really? Okay. I mean, sure.
No, he was discussed, but he wasn't on the show. I don't see him as having.
Yeah, I was about to say 2025. I don't feel like that's true, but maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm either way. Regardless, I just thinking to myself, if this is all trying to get John to be on Busted Open, then
Moxley has no interest in this shit. Yeah. Like he has none in this.
No.
Because he's not online anyway. Like Renee has to tell him what's going on. She's not going to tell him any of this because this is not of a concern to him. He's like, oh, that's stupid. All right, moving on.
The date was for the AAA show that he was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about Worlds Collide, and I said the show was at Thomas and Mack, and no, it was at the Kia Forum. We got our spaces messed up. We were talking about LA versus Vegas. Okay,
yeah.
Now we're good. Okay, thank you. I was doing 3 different things at once. Thank you. Either way, yeah, the part of me, it just feels like Moxley, he's trying to get Moxley on the show, or they're going to try and get him on before a pay-per-view just to be like, I beat the shit out of that Bully Ray. And I don't even think Mox would even talk about it.
No.
I think they'd bring it up and he'd just be like, okay, next question.
No, Moxley has no interest in any of this stuff.
Not
like,
at all.
Absolutely none.
No. Like I said, they should just, again, winner take all purse and let Moxley walk away with a big old smile on his face. That's it.
Moxley would do it for like charity. Like, I don't think he cares about the money.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anything else from Clip there? It was just a good couple angles, and they're moving forward with Clip Mania. But then they got the other show in July, so there is that they got to build too.
It's the best weekly show on television.
God bless you, Mark Calloway. You did it. AEW Collision was full of a lot of matches that were good, and the biggest
too much wrestling, bro.
Too much wrestling, yes, and no stories, Jeremy. There were no stories on this. Anyway, I really enjoyed the main event. Obviously, the women's Owen Hart Tournament took a lot of twists and turns. David mentioned on the Observer Radio that the initial plans included Toni Storm going up against Tekla and Toni winning the Owen, and then there was another story after Toni Storm went down that it was going to be Willow Nightingale, and then Willow Nightingale got injured, and now we've had the pivot to Mercedes, and now it's going to be Mercedes versus Maya World in the final at Forbidden Door for the women's Owen Cup. And this is, I mean, I like that they found a way to pivot in a meaningful way, and they've used not only the emotion of Maya having lost her brother, but there's also the added story of Maya and Athena, and the story of Athena and Mercedes, and the story of Mercedes and Maya World. There's a lot to kind of use and to comb from in this. And the match between Maya and Athena was another great match. So there's again excellent storytelling going on here. People are going to get way behind Maya World, and this is going to be a really fun build for a couple of weeks going into Forbidden Door. I guess 1 week going into Forbidden Door with Mercedes.
Maya and Athena was a really good match, as expected. You know, that was one of those. We've had Maya on before, and it's no secret of how much she loves and respects Athena and Mercedes. So for her to get like these matches back to back is just really cool for her. The pivot has been certainly something because neither of these women were in the tournament to start, and here they are in the finals because Willow got hurt and Sri was already hurt but then not cleared even though she was announced. So it's been a good job by AEW to really kind of make something out of this. And it's something that makes the most sense. I mean, I would have been fine with Mercedes and Athena if that's the way that they went for the finals. But they definitely needed Mercedes for this, because otherwise it was lacking. Once Willow got hurt and once Tony was already out, it was kind of lacking in that sort of major star that you needed for the tournament, who could be like, yeah, this person can headline All In. And I know it's not going to be the main event, but this person can be the challenger for the title at All In. Like, you looked at the rest of the list, and as good as the wrestlers were, Athena included. I mean, Athena got the shot last year. It didn't look like there was like, oh yeah, this person makes sense as the challenger. So yeah, Athena got the shot last year, not at All In, but she got a title shot. That's what I meant. I want to correct myself for people. Like, Athena did not get a title shot at All In. No, I know. So yeah, I'm glad that they were able to pivot in this way, and that Mercedes was available to come back for all of this, because I don't know where the tournament would be without her. And good on Maya World for, she already gets a lot of credit for stepping up when, she's going through a family tragedy, and that's got to be tough on her. It just goes to show to, take those opportunities as long as you're comfortable with taking those opportunities. I don't think anybody would begrudge her if she was like, oh, you know what, I don't know about this. And you'd be like, that's completely understandable. But she bet on herself on taking the opportunity, and it's paid off for her. She's getting, kind of her two dream matches back to back on two big stages. So that's really cool for her.
Yeah, it is. As others have mentioned in the chat, it's kind of interesting and amazing how the world works when you're given a shot and you capitalize. I mean, a lot of Maya World and Hyan's success has come from what happened with Nixon Newell and Miranda Alizé. And that was what led to those two women getting an opportunity and later on hired by AEW and praised for the work that they were willing to put in and show up at the last minute. And look what it's paid off for, at least for Maya in the immediate. That's worth something. So you bust your ass, because you never know where it's going to take you, especially when you have good stories to tell. But again, it's really interesting how much changed in this entire Owen Hart Cup. You had 3 people go down, and that's not nothing. That's a good amount of your field, especially when 2, or well, if you count Tony, then you got 4. But you had Willow go down, you had Sari go down, and who am I missing?
I thought it was only those 2. I didn't think
it's just those 2.
I thought your 3 was a reference to Tony. I was like, Tony Willow wasn't officially announced.
I would count Willow.
You already counted Willow.
Oh, so Willow and Sari. Okay.
Yeah.
What am I missing? Then you can count Tony.
I just think you can't count.
Well, that is fair. I'm not a referee. Nor do I want to be. Anyway, regardless, if it was a 2 or if you count 3 with Tony, the amount of times that this has changed is worth noting, especially because, Maya was not supposed to be as far. Was Sari supposed to go to the final against Mercedes? Was Mercedes supposed to be in it at all? Was it supposed to be Willow and Sari in the final? What was the original pivot going to look like? I'm curious about that. It's almost
the original pivot from
Tony. When they decided to go to Willow, what was the original final going to be? Willow and Sari? Because Maya's in the final. And Maya took Sari's
maybe Willow and Athena.
I had originally said Sari and Persephone would be the final.
Yeah.
And that was me throwing shit at the wall, because the men's looked very straightforward. I said Claudio at the time. I would have liked it to be Claudio in the Death Rider storyline. But again, it makes sense to do Swerve and Ospreay, because there is, again, much more to mine. But yeah, on the women's, it was like, I don't know. And I just said Persephone and Sari. And if Sari was going to go to the final, then I guess I was almost right, even though she probably would have lost.
Well, yeah, she was going to lose, because...
First of all, you never know. You can call it shoot at the end and just beat it. No, I knew Persephone was always part of the show. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, Persephone was in the tournament, though.
Yeah, she was always announced. It was because she had been quote unquote injured, and then she came back. But she came back in time for it. There was no.
Yeah, she was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. I do wonder what the original plans were for a lot of these stakes, because now it's a very different match and a very different expectation. And I think a lot of people expect Mercedes to win. especially if you're trying to build a very big all-in show.
Yeah.
There's another side. It's like, well, let's just say Maya wins. What do you do with Mercedes?
She scalps Maya because she's
Finally.
taking wigs,
I'm
taking
still
hair.
waiting. I'm still waiting. Athena took more hair from Maya World in that match than Mercedes has ever since coming back.
I want to see Athena and Mercedes. I know they were in the tag team tournament together and everything. I want to see them like really do like a 2-woman power trip thing. I think it'd be hilarious. Because then you get the ROH champion. Let's say Mercedes wins the AEW title. Put the tag team titles on them as well. Just 2-woman power trip with those two. I'm all for it.
That's fine by me. And others have mentioned you could have had Mercedes walk into All In as a champion. Mercedes could have come back at Redemption to take the title from Tekla. That's the other thing too. If you're going to do Mercedes versus Tekla for the women's world title, you've got 2 heels going at it, and they're very popular heels. But like that's going to be a very strange choose your own adventure type of match for a lot of people.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They're going to promo each other about how toxic and how much of but that's the thing. Like I do wonder what the promos look like, because 2 bad guys talking bad guy shit to each other is just kind of like yeah, but also
Tekla's just kind of beloved though, even though she's a heel. Like
you're gonna have to turn Tekla, like, but now she's going to Japan and going after Taro.
Yeah, they love that shit. Who cares about Japan? That inferior company.
It's just very funny. You can turn her baby face, and I don't think this is how you should, by like doing the match with Starlight Kid, beating Starlight Kid, and then shaking her hand, and there's suddenly like a change, and she suddenly gives a shit, and then they break off from the Sisters of Sin. That's what I'm saying. I don't want this, but this is one way to just turn her baby face for this potential Mercedes match. But it's just very funny to me. It's like, you're a baby face for all the wrong reasons. You're a popular heel. You're a cool heel. That is something that you got to watch out. Mercedes is actually not a cool heel. She's just kind of Mercedes, but she's not a good guy. But I don't think you can.
But Tekla, I don't think Tekla's trying to be a cool heel.
I think she didn't want to be and then turned into one.
I mean, she's doing heel shit. Like, she's completely disrespecting Stardom. And, that is allegedly good heel heat. The problem is, people are like, yeah, fuck Stardom. You should beat up Teru Okada.
But then somebody should be telling her, hey, this is getting you the wrong kind of heat. Maybe we should work on
But then what are you supposed to do with her, though? Like, she's going to get cheered. If you can't get heat off of this, which, again, in theory is really good heat. Okay, what's the other way?
I don't know, because I'm not on creative. My point is, there are people in creative who are paid a generous amount of money to figure out what it should be.
I don't think there is anything, though, if this is getting her cheered. Like, if you can't disrespect a partner company, beat up the president of the company, and you're going to get cheered off of that, what are you supposed to do there? Like, I guess you could just attack Willow, even though she's already hurt, but there's just not... Like, they're booking her as a heel. She's just getting cheered because she calls people dumb bitches and people pop at that. I think Mercedes is going to be a little bit more babyface, because I think you could spin Mercedes a little bit easier of, I didn't get to do it last year. I lost everything. Now I'm coming to take this one title that I haven't won. And she can kind of get sympathetic babyface cheer. I don't know if you're going to do that, but I think it's easier to spin her than it is Tekla.
This is the one thing that I really dislike about the Mercedes chapter, is that she left and said, I'm going to come back more evil, or, more set on vengeance than before. And it just didn't. There has been no vengeance. She's got that one title left. They've barely mentioned that she did drop the rest of them. Like, they've made reference to it, but like, the downfall of Mercedes hasn't been, and maybe that's because a lot of people expected it, and that's on us if we had an expectation. But like, if you bring back Mercedes, and she's very clearly a heel, she's got the new theme. They don't want you doing the dance and they don't want you reacting to her. They're going out of their way to show you that, presentationally speaking, she is a heel. Turning her babyface and being like, this is her redemption arc. She's done nothing to redeem herself other than have great matches. That's nice, but like, great matches shouldn't be the only reason that people cheer you.
Okay, here's the thing. They got 2 months before All In.
Yes.
That's a lot of time to put some pieces in place here. Let's not pretend like All In is 2 weeks away and, how are they going to get Mercedes cheered? How are they going to get Thekla cheered? They got 2 months.
I know. That's what I'm saying. My hope is that whoever is working with them on the story has an idea of how to get the fans positioned the proper way to get them bought into the story beyond these are my 2 favorite wrestlers I want to see fight. That works, but I would like to see something built into that as well. There's some history, something. I know that they can build a story. I want to see what it is. I'm interested in that. I think the interest in the match is good. I want to see how they build upon that.
Okay. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they got 2 months and they will figure something out for, maybe it is a Thekla face turn. She splits from Sisters of Sin. They jump her out. Whatever it might be, that's very possible. Maybe it is Mercedes is feeling like the underdog because this is a title she hasn't won type of thing. Like, you can get there, and you got plenty of time to get there. I'm going to trust that the creative team that they have in place with 2 months can figure this shit out. And if they can't, give me the pencil.
Listen, I'm the same guy who said the same thing when it came to the 12-man tag. And look where that got us.
I don't remember what you said.
I said I would give them the benefit of the doubt when they said they were going to announce the teams and then do a 12-man tag. And I was like, oh, they'll maybe use it as a catalyst, as a catalyst to take out some of the people on Mark Briscoe's team. And then all they did was take out Tomohiro Ishii, which is basically taken out of every match for some sort of injury that he certainly has. So they announced it and they did the match. They did the match for free, and then they're going to do the match again in a cage. When a lot of people were like, why are we doing this? There was just kind of like, all right, okay. Sometimes it works.
Have 2 months.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's the point I'm trying to make. I was the one who said I will give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping those 2 months play out well and that they have a hot match going and a hot angle to go with it. I'm, again, willing to give it time.
And maybe Maya World wins. Maybe they do.
That's what I said. What if they do it?
They could really build Maya and try to make her off of this. And
you could do Mercedes and Thekla at Montreal. You could do it in July, and then suddenly it's Mercedes it's Mercedes and Maya 2, and this time it's for the belt.
Yeah, okay. Why does Mercedes get a title shot though against Thekla at Montreal at Redemption if she just lost the Owen?
Because she scalped some bitches. I don't know. Again, I'm not uncreative. I agree.
But you're pitching this idea. You've at least got to give me something of, hey, you can do this here. Like, all right, why though?
They would. She wins a couple of matches and suddenly she's back in it. Like, what do you want from my life? They do that sometimes. Mark Briscoe suddenly is getting a 12-man tag, and the stipulation is if he wins, he gets a title shot.
You can't, like, I know that's what they're doing and that's how they explain it. You saying like, well, they should do this, this, and this, but then giving no explanation for it, and then being pre-mad when they don't do an explanation for things.
I'm not mad about anything.
You're pre-mad about Thekla.
There's nothing that I'm saying is coming off as mad. It's the way that I'm wondering they position 2 characters.
Joel is mad. Don't put it in the papers that Joel is mad.
Go to hell. This is why I'm taking a vacation.
Yes, pre-mad.
So glad I hate AEW so much.
Wow, taking a vacation. I'm bad for your mental health, Joel. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, it's been 3 years of this.
Wow, I can leave the show. You can just do it with SP3.
No, I'm the one who's supposed to leave the show and leave you with SP3.
I might be leaving soon anyway.
Oh, not again. We're all going away. The show will be ceasing to exist.
What do you mean not again? I've never left the show.
And we all threatened to leave.
I've never really threatened to leave, and this might not be a threat.
I've never wanted to be on the creative team for any wrestling company. Please don't.
I have.
You're very vocal about that. I have zero interest in that. I will more likely talk about where you fucked up in production. Like on Friday with SmackDown. We'll talk about it.
I want the pencil.
I know you do. Stylander defeats Mina Shirakawa. She's in the survival of the fittest. Kind of expected. Looks like it's going to be all former TBS champions in this thing.
Yeah, Match was fine.
It's fine. Matt Sydal's back, and he put
Good
everyone
for him.
on notice.
Good for him.
Good for him. When I heard that promo, I'm just like, God, I hope you have the staying power to use those words, because we've seen a lot of people be like, I'm here to stay, and I'm gonna win. And it's like 2 weeks later, it's like, where did he go? But I hope he sticks around. It's nice to see him. I would be happy to see him try. He's not exactly, spring chicken, but to have him be a great match with enhancement, that would be fine. And the Hurt Syndicate are back. Speaking of staying power.
Can we talk about this Zack Sabre Jr. Adam Priest match?
No.
This was extremely my shit.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was a very long match, though.
It was like 10 minutes.
I heard it went longer.
Okay, well, they only showed like 10 minutes. Then
Seems bad.
it didn't feel long to me.
Do you think Zack Sabre Jr. was upset about what happened on Wednesday?
That he didn't get to speak or that he got buried?
Yeah, both of those things. They gave him a microphone. He just kicked it back. He didn't say a word. He just got buried. And like this was his rebuttal to go long an hour later on the tape show?
Everybody's dunking on you that there's been no former TBS champions until Chris just qualified. Yeah, Sheeta's not a former TBS champion.
All right, then my bad.
Neither is Persephone.
I don't
Persephone's the
know
other one that qualified, right? Or am I lying about
Persephone did qualify.
that? Yeah, she's not a TBS champion.
She should be.
It felt long they were grabbing a hold. You guys are just, you don't get you want all your high spots and your flips and stuff.
See, this is what's wrong with these people these days.
This was just pure grab a hold, work a limb, brother wrestling. And that's the stuff that I like. Adam Priest. I love Adam Priest. I hope he continues to get bigger roles and more shine on AEW television. Zack Sabre Jr., I understand, is probably not everyone's cup of tea because he doesn't do a ton of flips and stuff and high spots. He's a technical wrestler. But I love that he just always plays to his strengths and works his match. I thought this match was really good in the most basic sense of being really good. And I hope to see more out of Adam Priest.
But not Zack Sabre Jr.
No, I like Zack Sabre Jr. I'm looking forward to the match with Kenny because Kenny is, Zack's going to work his technical wrestling. He's probably going to work the leg of Kenny, and Kenny's going to do Kenny shit. It's probably going to be a great match. Zack's going to have to carry Clay Omega to another championship. And,
all right, enough of this grappling bullshit. We got to talk about it. The Painmaker's coming back, Jeremy. Are you excited? Beach break in Jericho's backyard. It's going to be Tommaso, don't call me Tommy Maso Ciampa, against Chris Jericho. And Jericho is like, I'm going to be a new ultra violent something or other because Tommaso asked him to be a new side of him, and Jericho's replaying the hits. So he's going to come back as a Painmaker. Are you excited for this?
No.
This is it. This is the return of the Painmaker Chris Jericho. He puts on his little hat. He does his little and then he does his. He's like Mason Rook. Just not as fat.
No.
It's going to be so good. He's going to be so good. He's going to dress up. He's going to have the bat. Remember Floyd?
I do remember Floyd, yeah.
He's just playing all the hits. Jericho got busted open, not the show.
Yeah, Jericho was like, I gotta get some color here to
give Tommy something before I beat him.
Get some heat on this thing.
He's gonna beat Ciampa, and we're all gonna be like, "Well, that was fun."
I thought the angle was good and set up the match. I'm glad it's not a Forbidden Door. It didn't need to be on Forbidden Door. Hopefully Ciampa wins. But also hopefully Jericho wins, because it's funny to me that Jericho just keeps winning all of these feuds.
He's going to win. He's going to go on to All In, and he's going to have his band play him to the ring again. He's going to try and do the Wembley Queen sing-along.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's going to take over a full 30 minutes. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Jericho should get the world title shot at All In. Fuck it.
Ciampa and Jericho are perfect for each other in a lot of ways. Don't worry. Don't look at their campaign contributions. And finally, what else in the show? The Bang Bang Bang. The Bang Bang Gang and their
Bang Bang Bang.
Well, that's what they should have been. Their 90s style promotional video. For their Rock Hard Juice Robinson, super affordable, quick and easy, kind of reliable spay and neuter service for lost dogs.
This was funny. Like, I like this, but I also watched this and was like, this was straight out of like some WWE shit that people would hate if it was on that channel. But there's a charm to it being here and with this group of characters to where it works. But yeah, this was because, you know, it's going to sound bad. It was very, like, it reminded me of, remember when the Good Brothers did like Dr. Heine? And all that shit?
Yes. Remember when Moxley was getting shots in the ass?
Yeah. Like, all that shit sucked. And this, like, if people dislike this because it's like, why is this any different than, you know, that stuff? It's, well, again, there's a charm to this that there didn't exist in WWE land. And that's why, because those, they wanted to present it like more serious, and it fell flat, where this was, you get the joke here. And Juice is so over the top in the best way that it just works. So I did really like this. I'm not trying to act like this is stuff that I 100% love, but I also love the Dr. Heine stuff because that's just pure bullshit.
The best.
Yeah, it's also not a main event angle. Yeah, and that's the other thing is it's not a main event angle. It's just it's a tag team bit. It's a tag team bit with, you know, they're going to do this match on Collision, I'm sure, after Forbidden Door. And after
the dogs lose, they get to lose their way down to facing the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, they lean into it. Yeah. Again, there's a charm to it that's just, it doesn't exist in WWE because it's like too polished in WWE. And that's the problem with it, is it's too polished, and so it just comes off like stupid. And while this, you know, it comes off stupid, but that's also the charm, that it's supposed to be stupid.
I'm all in on Bang Bang Gang because, again, when Juice Robinson came back and was just like super serious now, and then they were like,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh no, you're not, and he's like, all right, that's true, and we were back to where he should be. It'll be good. Again, them being able to put in their own like comedy in it makes it a lot more fun to watch.
Oh, Joel, breaking news. This is,
oh boy.
Let's speculate.
What is
TNA will be debuting a former WWE talent this weekend at Slammiversary. The word making the rounds is that talent is a former multi-time singles champion. I don't know if that's world champion.
24/7 champ.
And 24/7, but nothing more has been heard beyond that. Who's it gonna be, Joel?
Who just got released and is within their 90 days. 90 days aren't up until the end of July, right? Or no, was it April?
No, they got released in April, most of them.
Yeah,
this was after Mania.
When were those releases?
April. I just said that. End of April.
I mean, what date?
Why does it matter? Because if it's 90 days, it hasn't been 90 days since April.
How many days has it been?
Like 30. April was last month. No, or 2 months ago.
Asshole. Screw you.
Okay, so it's been 60.
It was April 24. Okay, so yeah, former NXT champion Aleister Black. Who could it be? There's going to be someone who was released in before this. What's the word? Tell me the wording again.
The word making the rounds is that the talent is a former multi-time singles champion.
Multi-time singles champion.
Yeah.
Where is this? Let me see.
What if it's a contract expired person? Yeah, we don't know who's like contract expired and who got released.
Yeah, that's fair. Elias.
No, he's already there.
Yeah, which is he's just gonna redo it. Our truth, our truth, our truth, our truth, our truth.
You're just looking at the 24/7 title.
I know to set my expectations low.
Okay.
Ash by Elegance.
She's already there.
Kira Tozawa.
He's still under contract.
Nikki Cross.
her 90 isn't up.
That's true. We're assuming that she was also, well, yeah, okay.
Because she's not wrestling on like Progress until like July and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Tamina? No, she's still under contract. James Curtin, he's still under contract.
who?
Drake Maverick. Spud.
Oh,
Mojo Rawley. Mojo's got 7 24/7 title reigns.
okay.
Mojo comes
He's
back.
free.
Yep, he's free. He's going to do that open challenge for the international title, is he? Yeah, someone's saying Jinder Mahal. Yeah.
That was my thought too initially. Is he multi-time singles champion though?
He's definitely got one WWE championship.
Yeah,
Wait,
did he win a 24/7 title as well? Assume he did.
Let's find out. Jinder
Yeah,
Mahal.
he did.
Yeah, of course he did.
He won the US title too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thought was Jinder as well, honestly.
That's going to put a lot of butts in seats. Raven. No, Raven is far and away not going to be doing this.
What if it's Goldberg?
Didn't Goldberg just do an appearance on a podcast recently?
Yeah.
Has he talked about how upset he is yet about his Sunday night's main event? No. Has he done his podcast yet talking about that experience?
No. He should do it with the it's 1 year anniversary of the show.
That's true. That's coming up in like a month.
Yeah.
What about Maven?
What about him?
Exactly. What about me? What about Maven? Maven won the hardcore title 3 times.
Okay.
He's a multi-time champion.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing TNA loves, it's getting on the bandwagon of the last possible trend available. Perez Hilton at the AMC debut. It's AJ Styles. Oh, God damn it.
Hager. Ooh.
Oh, that would look so bad and so right. Oh, dude,
That seems terrible.
I don't know if there's a name that would really not impress, but like make me want to watch this. I'm assuming
You're gonna watch it anyway.
Make me enjoy watching the match. Is there anyone? I'm assuming that this is for the international title match.
Okay.
Because I can't think of any other match that they're doing unless they're just bringing someone in randomly.
They're gonna have him show up at the end of the show and confront Nick Nemeth, new world champion.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Who could possibly care? But I can't think.
You're gonna have to review this show, Joel.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'm going to be talking about this whole thing with SB3 in about an hour and a half over on True Heel Heat. Big Bill's another one, but I don't think he's a multi-time WWE champion, is he? He won the tag titles.
Did he win the tag titles?
Oh, man.
I thought that was the whole thing, is like they never won the titles despite their popularity.
WWE, oh no, he never won a title.
Yeah.
He won a year-end award for Tag Team of the Year. That's like one.
That's what I thought. No, it's not. That doesn't count.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, it's not. Well, it's not multi-time anyway. And multi-time singles champion as well.
What if it's a woman? Well, I don't think it is because, like I said, there's no, unless they're going to come and confront somebody, we still need an Ali challenger. And
Yeah, you're looking at it too much as the Ali challenger, but I don't know if that's going to be the way.
Should have been Amazing Red, but God forbid we have a good match on this card. And then they're like, oh, preview of the Ultimate X match, and we're going to do a 6-man tag. It's like, yeah, because you couldn't get Red for the match you shoehorned him into on Sunday. Ridiculous. I don't know who else it could be. I really don't. Those are the two. Jinder Mahal and Maven.
OPW Insider also has a most interesting name expected at TNA Slammiversary this weekend, but I can't click it because I'm not subscribed to PW Insider Elite.
Someone with your PW Elite thing.
Someone give me your Insider Elite count.
Yeah, do that.
I will not abuse it. I just want to find the news out. I'm not joking, by the way.
Apparently,
someone should give me your Elite count.
Joe Hendry has been spotted in London ahead
Hell
of
yeah. I know you're excited for the return of Joe Hendry, Joel.
Well, there's a time for concerts, and that's at the O2 Arena in London, England. He's been healing up, according to his interviews, right? Sure, he's healed up enough.
I know you're excited.
So excited.
I've gone to Reddit. Reddit has nothing.
Yeah, Reddit doesn't have a PW Elite.
I mean, somebody on Reddit probably does.
Could it be Corbin? Maybe. Did Bishop Dyer have multiple?
Did
title.
he win multiple singles titles?
Didn't he win the Intercontinental title at one point?
I think so.
WWE, he had the US title, the NXT tag titles, Money in the Bank, the King of the Ring.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's not multi-time singles champion, though.
No, it's not. US title only once.
Yeah.
Everything else has been either tag or Money in the Bank.
Tweet at Carlos asking him to let you know who it is to pre-write the story.
Problem is, Carlos will probably tell you.
I don't think I've tweeted at Carlos. All right, let's do this bit with Carlos Silva.
He's gonna block you. It's great. Or he's gonna be like, "I love In the Weeds." And be like, "Oh shit."
Oh god, that would suck.
Wouldn't it? Shout out to Tony Khan. Come and play Clash of the Territories with us.
Hello, what is Carlos Silva?
I think he's just at Carlos Silva.
Okay. Carlos. My god, I hate Twitter.
You and me both, pal.
Like, I can't type a fucking thing on this.
Bless.
Okay, hold on. Hello, Carlos Silva. Is it? Okay, it is. Who is debuting? Wait. Please DM me the TNA Slammiversary scoops so I can pre-write the stories. Thank you. Cuck. I didn't say that part.
Tag Anthem. That's right. Tag Len Asper.
Oh, he won't reply.
All right. Well, when we get the PW Elite thing, we'll talk about it because we still haven't talked about SmackDown. They're doing a triple threat as expected. They're only doing one.
This sucked.
What are you talking about? You don't like the we turned Sami Zayn heel to give a lot of gray area to go send him to Saudi Arabia where he's definitely going to be cheered even though he's supposed to be shades of gray, and if he wins the world title it's going to be really confusing when he comes back with the world title and gets booed for it.
He's not winning the world title.
I can't believe you. You have no faith in Sami Zayn and his rise to the top of WWE.
Yeah, it's LOL Cody wins all day, every day.
Well, he won in this title match, kind of. Fast count finish, followed up by a restart of the match that had a non-finish. So
this sucked. Gunther has looked so stupid during this feud. I said it last week when they had Gunther pick Sami Zayn as the special guest referee. I'm like, why? This doesn't make any sense for Gunther. He's gonna just trust Sami Zayn because for a few weeks him and Cody have been going back and forth. Maybe it's been a month. He's gonna trust Sami off of that. Sami's gonna call it right down the middle because of this. Okay, fine. But then you go into the match, and then you're mad at Sami for calling it right down the middle because you're thinking he's going to be on your side. Like, it makes him look so stupid for doing any of this. Just pick the match you want to do. Just do the pure rules match, the cage match, or whatever. Like, why would you pick this stipulation with Sami Zayn there and then be mad if you wanted someone to call in your favor, go get Kaiser. He'll call it for you or pay the man more, whatever it might be. And then he lost again. I know it was a fast count, but they think like, oh, we're protecting him because his foot was under the rope, or he's still lost twice to Cody Rhodes since retiring John Cena, retiring Goldberg, retiring AJ Styles. He's lost twice to Cody. And now maybe he wins the title in this triple threat match. Maybe he even pins Cody. Who knows? But it's the same thing they did with Drew, where they made him look like a loser, and then they gave him the here damn title reign, and then they just took it off of him a few weeks later. It feels like they're just doing the same shit with Gunther, who may not even win the title. Maybe they do put it on Sami, and Sami gets it for 2 weeks before losing. It just sucks. It absolutely sucks, and it makes Gunther look so dumb. This dude had... he beat John Cena. He retired AJ Styles. He beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. People have forgotten about that because who could possibly care at this point? Granted, Braun Breaker needed his help. And now it's just, let's make him look like he's the dumbest wrestler in the world by picking this stipulation and losing twice to Cody.
WWE Hall of Famer and former SmackDown creative head Road Dogg Brian James is expected to be in attendance at this Sunday's TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view in Boston. We are told he was initially pitched as a potential producer, but since the departure of Tommy Dreamer, there are some who believe Armstrong, which is Brian James's real last name, may instead step into the creative circle. One source noted James has a close relationship with Johnny Russo, the head writer of NXT, so if James came on board, it would only be a positive for the ongoing NXT TNA relationship. What ongoing? Anyway, that's the PW Elite. That's the PW Elite report.
All right.
So Brian James is the interesting name.
Is he a multi-time singles champion? He won the hardcore title a couple times, right?
Oh, you didn't know?
I feel like he maybe he's facing Mustafa Ali.
That sounds awful. Let's do it. Is he the hardcore title's got to be the only one, right? Oh, longest IC champ.
No, that they're talking about Gunther.
Gunther. Okay, I was like, yeah.
Yes. Why would you think Road Dogg was the longest IC champion?
Well, you see, back then, in the Attitude Era, people had very long title reigns.
Sure, but
So
we just did that. He was the Intercontinental champion.
Yes, he was. That I know.
Yeah.
So he's a multi-time champion by which he won the Hardcore Championship once and the Intercontinental Championship once.
That's still multi-time.
Oh, you didn't know? Say congratulations to your new.
Did he win the European title?
I don't think he did. At least he's not listed here as having won it.
Okay. Maybe he didn't. I figured like he did at some point, but maybe not.
If he did, I don't have it.
Okay, that's fine.
This is Wikipedia, but regardless. Yep. That's who it is.
Well, that's the interesting name. That might not be like the debut or anything.
Right. These are two different names.
Yeah.
So very excited for Mason Rook to debut and TNA Slammiversary. Could have put him in Ultimate X. Anyway. Yeah, the Cody, Gunther, and Sammy stuff is not my cup of tea. You spend a lot of time not building someone that you could have been building to be a world beater, and then there's Cody Rhodes being Cody Rhodes. Because Cody everyone wants to fuck with Cody, but somehow Cody gets out of it. God forbid Cody have like a straight up
easy to find, hard to beat.
That's right. Although he didn't say hard to beat to Jey Uso later on. He just said easy to find, and then he walked away because I think he knows that he is easy to beat if it's against a bloodline person. I don't have much to say about it. It was kind of what we expected. They'll turn it into a triple threat in Saudi Arabia. They'll all chant for Sammy. Sammy will either win or he'll get screwed out of the final pinfall, and Cody wins. I saw someone else in the chat, probably Zeno Hour, mentioning, Sammy wins, then they go to MSG. Somehow Punk wins the belt, and then it's Punk versus Cody at SummerSlam. I don't mind Punk versus Cody, but getting there is a little convoluted. I'd rather set up Punk as a title challenger at Saturday night's main event, not through a title match. I just, I don't know what Punk does. But Punk and Cody works as a SummerSlam match. But at that point, it's just, how do you...
When does the King of the Ring winner get their match? I guess they could face Roman.
Roman after all.
Okay.
So, who knows? Elsewhere on the show, did anything really happen? Tag titles did not change hands. Tama and Talatonga were upset at Solo, and now Solo's going to go to Raw and confront Roman, maybe, possibly. Ricky Saints is number one contender. He beat
Carmelo
Hayes. Sorry. I'm having this yerba mate. The orange one's very good, by the way, and now my brain is just firing off. So it's the
like your brain's working at all.
Not working at all because I've been up since 5:30. It's firing off as in sputtering off.
Oh, okay.
Jey Uso's going on to the King of the Ring final. He faces Obafemi. That's going to be a very fun match to watch because Brock's going to come in right at the opening bell or right before the opening bell, take out Obafemi. Jey Uso's going to do this yeet splash.
Hell yeah.
Warning shot bow. He's the King of the Ring. And we're all...
I hope so.
The world's going to... And I'm doing the post show, by the way, on Saturday. So get excited for that. We're going to be talking about the return of Brock Lesnar for one spot. Gets back on the plane and says, "Take me home to my family," and then that's it. We see Brock again at SummerSlam, and that's all you need. And Obafemi gets screwed.
This was a good match. I mean, this was the best match on the show. It was the best Jey Uso match in forever. So
Helps
good on.
that Javon Evans can wrestle a broom.
I mean, I'll give Jey Uso a little bit more credit than that, but this was again certainly I don't remember the last good like singles I guess probably against Gunther when they were wrestling. But yeah, the Jey Uso actually really good match here with him and Javon. Hilarious that Jey wins. So funny. I hope he wins this whole thing. I'm fully bought into Jey winning this whole thing.
You would be.
Yeah, it rules.
It's gonna be great.
There's no warning shot.
SummerSlam is just gonna be the warning shot. Maybe the warning shot were the friends we made along the way.
He should do that. He should do that, and someone should like sell the warning shot. Like, fuck, he shot me with his imaginary gun.
Like Carl Anderson when he does the intro and he does the machine gun and everyone goes and ducks down.
Yeah.
Same thing. Charlotte Flair is out of the tournament. Liv Morgan has beaten her. She is a finalist. Charlotte Flair does not bow down except for her knees because they don't work because she got beat up by Jade Cargill's assassins, aka Michin and EFAB. They got her legs this time. That's a throwback to when they didn't get the foot on the rope for the match in Italy. Yeah. I had to explain it, so make sure. Anyway, the match was good. I mean, it was one of those trying to target the leg the entire time. I know that everyone's going after Liv because of the tadpole splash spot, and I don't really give a shit. The match served its point. Liv won. Charlotte's out. Charlotte and Jade are going to continue whatever feud they have. Jade's probably going to win the U.S. women's title, and now it's going to be Charlotte versus Jade for the women's U.S. title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Charlotte needs that title. She hasn't won that one.
Yeah, so there you go. And Liv Morgan is going to go and face Io Sky, lose to Io Sky, and Io Sky is going to say, let's run it back. And that'll be SummerSlam. Or she'll be like, I beat one champion, now I got to go beat the other. Could be as easy as that, too.
Liv's going to win Queen of the Ring.
Think so?
I'm not 100% sold on it, but like I could see it. I have no idea who she faces at SummerSlam unless like Vacker returns and stakes a claim there. But I mean, maybe she faces Rhea at SummerSlam and tries to become a double champion. Maybe that's the play.
I'm very curious about this. King Yeet and Queen Liv. Someone, who was it? Oh, was it John? Yeah, John Alba pointed out the Dominic Mysterio win would have been really perfect because in Spanish, a king is a rey.
Yeah.
It could have been Rey Mysterio, and he could have just tormented his dad. Instead, his dad can't torment him, despite being the general manager of the champion through which Dominic Mysterio was the champion.
Yes.
But we're not doing that. Not yet, at least. We still have a few months, right? We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. That they booked Dominic for AAA in a convincing fashion for their Triplemania.
I mean, he'll definitely be booked in a convincing fashion for AAA. I have no doubt about that. Undertaker's Booker of the Year, brother.
That's right. Never forget.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dominic will be fine.
That was SmackDown. It was good. Thank God going back to 2 hours next week after next.
Yeah, not this week, but the next.
Yeah. They're taping on Tuesday, though. So we'll have spoilers for SmackDown by the time we get to the end of the week.
I mean, we'll have spoilers tomorrow.
If you and SB3 want to go through those spoilers, you can do those.
Well, we can't tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday we will.
Maybe you should just stay on the air throughout the entire airing, because I'm sure someone's going to do one of those Periscope.
I can't do that tomorrow.
Fine. Always busy. These people. Always busy. Raw tonight is from the O2 Arena in London, England. I don't know who's going to be on the call, but we'll see. You can watch it on Netflix. Tag team titles are on the line. The Vision versus the Street Profits. Street Profits are going to win.
I think they should, but maybe they want to give Braun Breaker a win before he faces Seth this weekend.
Or they wonk the finish and Seth takes out Braun.
I mean, Theory, they'll pin Braun. They don't care.
They don't give a shit.
Theoretically, Theory should be taking the pin here, but yeah, they don't care. But I think the Street Profits should win, though.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there is no NWA review. Louis not here, and Louis did not.
A coward, running from the grind for 2 straight weeks now.
Very upset. He's all, I gotta watch the World Cup. I'm like, you ain't gotta watch shit.
Louis Pearl over here.
Hey, first of all, if he was related to me, we'd have more problems than that. Dragon Lee versus Ethan Page is happening.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Chad Gable will speak. I hope he says something because his mouth does produce noise.
I'm looking forward to his promo. Hopefully, he's been getting good pops, and the London crowd will love him. So, because this will be like he's done like the apology tour with the luchadors and everything. So now like this will be his first real big promo since everything. So I'm looking forward to it.
Queen of the Ring finalists Liv Morgan and Io Sky to speak. They're gonna talk about winning and what it means.
I'm not looking forward to this because Liv's just gonna yell and
Ha 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 ha.
the hell was that?
That's the laugh. That's the Liv
That
Morgan
was not
laugh.
the laugh.
Ha 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 ha. Go back and watch a Liv Morgan promo. That's the way she laughs now. By the way, this was the SmackDown problem that I had. They did the thing with Liv again, where they shot her in the letterbox, and then every other piece of media that they had was back in 16:9. They crossed those frames again, and it just bugged the shit out of me.
Never cross frames.
You never cross frames. The aspect ratio should not be changed. Thank you. King of the North knows that was a spot on impression. That's the laugh.
Stop it.
I keep wanting to parrot as if she says easy to find, hard to beat, and then she does the laugh. And I'm like, what's her catchphrase? Who cares? That's the laugh.
Catchphrase is trouble, trouble.
She just runs around going, trouble, trouble. King of the Ring finalists, Obafemi and Jey Uso are going to speak.
Hell yeah.
You know exactly what they're going to say.
This your warning shot!
And Obafemi hopefully just tears apart the idea of the warning shots.
He should do the Nakamura thing where he just catches the bullet and eats it. Yeah. Or he just like looks at his shoulder and just looks back at Jay. Should be like, was that supposed to like hurt or something? Like that's what they should do.
Well, listen, they've got 3 promo segments and 3 matches announced. The women's tag titles are on the line. Brie Bella and Paige take on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. So
Bayley and Lyra should win.
They should, and if they don't, then it's time for Bayley and Lyra to break up and finally realize that they are toxic to each other.
That's probably not going to happen.
Time for Lyra Valkyria to turn heel.
That's probably not going to happen.
Bayley can go on to TNA Slammiversary just like everyone expected when she did that one tweet.
Yeah. Maybe she's the multi-time champion that's going to show up.
Maybe she's going to confront the Knockouts champion Xia Brookside.
What's that former WWE talent?
Oh, damn. Well, that sucks. Anyway, that's tonight's Raw.
Maybe this is Bayley's way of saying, like, I've left the company.
Maybe this is her way of saying, this is your warning shot, bow. Are you looking for the video?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Oh, you're about to play.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, yes, and Zack Ryder is coming back, so get ready for that. Woo.
Maybe he'll win.
Maybe he'll get a victory. That's true. Could you imagine they put him on a big win streak after he becomes Zack Ryder again?
That would actually be hilarious.
Like, fuck you. Your Matt Cardona shtick never got over, and Triple H just being that guy.
That sounds actually very on brand for this company. So,
RIP is better than yours.
That would be very funny, honestly.
Leon Slater has not been on this UK loop because he's getting ready for Slammiversary. So
allegedly.
He'll be don't worry, he'll be with the WWE come the fall when they do their big season premiere. Don't you worry. You'll get Mike Santana and you will like it in August. SummerSlam featuring Mike Santana. Allegedly. You know what they should do? They should debut Mike Santana at Saturday night's main event in the Garden. But they won't, because he's going to go to NXT first. He's going to beat Mason Rook, be the champion.
Allegedly.
Anyway, that's the show.
I'm glad it's in the afternoon.
Me too. I've been up way too early, and we got to leave in the morning, and I just want to pack and get out of here. So at least I can know by 5 o'clock. I have a thumbnail done. Send it to you. Be like, this your warning shot.
And that should be the thumbnail if
they do
he does it. Yeah, if he does it to Oba.
No Roman announced for this episode?
Nah, Roman ain't traveling to the UK, brother.
He's not going to. Well, I guess not.
He's not going to Saudi, so why does he need to go here?
So Solo's going to show up on Monday on tonight's show, and Roman's not going to be there. That rules. He's gonna go after nobody. It's like, I'm gonna go talk to the tribal chief, and it's like, where's the tribal chief?
Have a FaceTime with him.
I came all the way here to London, and where are you at? I'm at home with my family. I love my family. What about you, Solo?
Taking care of these 12 kids that I got.
You think these kids are gonna feed themselves? I gotta have tea time with my daughter. Oh, anyway, we're back. You guys are back tomorrow. Jeremy and SP3.
Allegedly.
With special guest Steve, not Dr. Death, talking about Pockade and plenty more. Jeremy, what was your moment of the weekend?
Gunther looking like an idiot.
All right. My moment of the weekend was Maya World surprising Athena and the world, and moving on to the final in the Owen Hart Cup tournament at Forbidden Door. Her and Mercedes should be a fun match. There's a good story there. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's what they do next that everyone's going to clamor about. What have we accomplished today?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We never accomplish anything on this show.
Down to the point where it's like, what are we going to do? Who cares? We talked about TNA, parasocial relationships, actual relationships, and recapped a few shows.
God. The biggest thing we accomplished today is don't be a
Big dick rider.
God bless. And if you are, make sure you have the longest contract in your company's history. And that your boss got fired a week before. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we got it. Anything to put over before we get out of here?
Results of our poll question.
Equally important.
Who should win the King of the Ring?
This show war.
I couldn't time it well enough.
Yeah, no,
It's too difficult.
Yeah, it's
Result: who should win King of the Ring? 10% said this year, 19% said warning shot, and 52% said bow.
This show warning shot.
as one does. Everyone, go watch the Infinite Rumble. It's on now over on the Mystery Wrestling YouTube channel and also over on twitch.tv/Evil Uno. It's for a good cause. All funds raised are going to be going to the Canadian Cancer Society, something that, again, is near and dear to my heart. I lost my dad to cancer a couple of years ago now. And this is, again, I'll be at C4's Fighting Back. This is the season for that particular show. And yeah, go check out the Infinite Rumble because it's also just fun. Mystery Wrestling is stupidly fun. So go check that out. And yeah, Jeremy and SP3 are back tomorrow. I'm off for the rest of the week. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I might try to pop in during a show just to say hi, but it all depends if the water parks are being nice to me and my family. Okay. So for Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am. You know who he is because I just said his name. Leave a thumbs up on the way out. Ladies, gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.